Are you looking for a Class C RV that's under 30 feet long but still has a lot of floor space? Well, stick around, folks. We found 3 awesome floor plans. You got to check these out. Hey everybody, Mike from RV Blogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before on YouTube, welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. Susan and I make tons of videos all about RVing, and we invite you to subscribe to our channel, and remember to hit that notification bell when you do, so you'll be notified every single week when Susan and I put out a brand new video. But without any further ado, let's get started on our reviews of Class C RVs under 30 feet long. This Class C is the Coachmen Freelander, model number 27QB. It measures in at 29 feet 6 inches long. It has a max towing capacity of 5,000 pounds, and it can sleep up to 6 people. When you first walk into this motorhome on the right-hand side, you'll notice a nice comfy couch, plus the driver's cab and over cab, and then your dinette, which wraps around into your kitchen area. Then we have a mid-split bathroom in here, and behind me is where the bedroom is located. Now here I am at the very front of this motorhome, and the first thing you'll notice is the big over cab area. It's got the full width of the RV, so it's probably going to be about 8 feet, and it is. And as far as the depth on it goes, it is a full 60 inches deep. So you have a really large sleeping area up there for either 2 adults or 2 kids to be able to sleep. I'm also impressed with the amount of headroom here. It's really a good, comfortable amount. I know some of you will ask, so I'll just measure it now. You have about 25 inches of headroom up there, so not too bad. There's also a TV on a swing arm up here, so whether you're laying up in the over cab and want to watch TV, or you're sitting on your comfy couch, you can watch TV from either location. Now the driver's cab is a very nice fit, but one thing that they've done in this coach to help make it even more comfortable is they've scalloped out the back of the dinette wall, so you can back the driver's seat up as far as possible. So those of us with longer legs or taller folks, you have plenty of leg room to be able to go on a long drive and stay nice and comfy. So here I am sitting at the dinette, and it's a good sized dinette. I would say that you could seat 4 people here very, very comfortably. In addition to that, you've got these really nice sized storage cabinets overhead, a couple of lights underneath. There's also a receptacle here underneath the cabinets, so if you're working at your dinette table, or you just need a computer plugged in so you can look up fun activities or plan your next route to your next campground, you can plug in and stay charged up. There's also a really nice big window here that opens up so you can get some fresh air into your RV. Finally, the dinette table does drop down, and you can convert this into a bed. And if you did that, you would have about, I'm losing it. Gosh, almost 80 inches of space. Sorry about that, 70 inches of space. And it would be about 42 inches wide. So not quite 6 feet. So maybe a kid or a smaller adult would be able to fit here okay. And I also want to mention that underneath of both of the dinette booths, there is open storage there as well. Now here I am on the couch right across from the dinette table, and this is a very comfortable couch, I have to say. Each end has an armrest that folds down, and it has a cup holder in it, or if you want more space, you just fold it on up. The other reason you might want to fold it up is because this is a jackknife sofa, and so if you have someone else that's sleeping in here, just grab it from underneath, push it all down, and you have another bed. Now the size of this bed is going to end up being somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 feet by about 40 inches. So again, another kid could sleep on the jackknife sofa very comfortably. So here I am in the kitchen area, and this is a really nice L-shaped kitchen countertop. It's very compact, but also very, very usable. Now the first thing you'll notice that there's a large single bowl sink in here with a big gooseneck faucet overhead. As we wrap around the countertop area, you have lots of space. And there's also this tower of power here, so if you want to plug in a coffee maker or a toaster, you can certainly do that. There's also a window above to get some natural light in here. And then finally, we have a 3-burner propane stove. Below your stove, you've got a couple of drawers here for all of your kitchen utensils, and there's another cabinet located under the kitchen sink with even more storage space. Overhead, we have a microwave oven and another large cabinet for even more storage. The refrigerator with separate freezer in here is a very good size. It has a couple of shelves plus a nice big drawer bin on the bottom. Up top, you have a very, very large freezer. Now, this is a 12-volt refrigerator, so it gives you a lot more room inside the fridge and the freezer. It runs on both battery and shore power. So here we are all the way in the back of this motorhome. We've passed the bathroom area. We'll hit that last. But we're in the owner's bedroom, and this is a decent sized room. The first thing that you'll notice in here is you can walk around the bed from 3 different sides. So if someone needs to get out of bed in the middle of the night, hopefully they won't disturb their partner. Now, the size of this bed is about 80 inches by 60 inches, so we have a queen size residential bed in here, which is fantastic. You'll also notice that you have a couple of storage cabinets overhead, also a light, and then on each side there are receptacles, and there's also a grommet that creates kind of a hole up into the cabinet. So I assume if you have maybe a CPAP machine or something along those lines, you could put it up here, pull the cable through, and then plug it into the receptacle here. So something to think about if you need something like that. Now, on each side of the bed, there are also wardrobe cabinets where you can hang up your garments, and you've even got storage underneath of where they would hang. And there's also a drawer on each side that fully extends for even more storage. A couple other nice features in here are that there are a nice big window on each side of the bedroom. These windows do open, and so you can get a nice cross breeze in here. There's also an emergency exit window at the back of the RV. It's not really usable for opening because it doesn't have a screen, but it does let additional light in here. Now, your TV mounting would go right here in this area on the wall, and then you've got a receptacle and your cable rough in here. Perfect location for being able to lay in bed and watch TV before you drift off to sleep. So here I am in one half of the bathroom. I'm in the shower, and the way this bathroom is set up is the shower is on this side of the hallway when you're walking back towards the bedroom, and your commode and vanity sink are on the other side where Susan's standing right now shooting video of me. The advantage of a split bathroom like this is if someone's in here taking a shower, someone else can be using the other bathroom to either go to the bathroom or, you know, brush their teeth, put on their makeup, whatever they might be doing. So it works out really, really well. Now, this shower is a very nice shower. I think that the surround in here really pops. It just looks great with the white and black look to it. There's also a shampoo and soap holder here on the side wall. Of course, it has a wand that you can remove. And then we've got headroom to consider. Now, the headroom in here in the skylight area, let's see what that measures up to. It's about 6 feet, almost 6 inches in here, so a good amount of headroom inside the shower for you taller folks. And that's even after I had to step up almost 16 inches to get up and into the shower. And then finally, it does have a shower door, which is sort of a curtain, but it's on a track which swings out and away from the shower. So I really like this kind of setup. Now, Susan and I switch places. She's standing in the shower shooting video across the hallway into, I guess, the powder room side of the bathroom. So in here, you'll find that you have a very nice vanity in here with some countertop space. There's a mirror and a towel ring located above. To my right-hand side here is a very large storage cabinet with 3 shelves in there, so you can store things away. And then behind me and overhead, there's a corner cabinet up above for even more storage. Now, as far as the elbow test goes in here, I'm not really going to pass the elbow test per se, but it doesn't feel like it's too small of a bathroom at all. This Class C RV is the Gulfstream Conquest, model number 6280LE. It measures in at 30 feet even, has a tow capacity of 5,000 pounds, and it can sleep up to 6 people. When you first walk into this motorhome, on the right-hand side, you'll find the living and dinette area, as well as the owner's cabin over cab. As you wrap around, you end up into the kitchen, and then we have a mid-split bath, and behind me is where the bedroom is located. So here I am at the front of this motorhome, and the first thing I always look at is the driver's cab. Now, this seat is fully extended all the way back, and it is not running into the dinette, which is a great feature. I've sat in the driver's seat and I fit in there very, very comfortably. Now, I'm 5'11". I think if you're taller than me, it might be a bit of a squeeze for leg room at least. So that's always something to consider when you're looking at a Class C RV. Now the over cab up here is really, really nice and roomy. It's the full width of the RV. So I'm pretty darn sure it's going to measure in at 8 feet even, and it does. And then as far as the width goes, we're at about 46 inches. So I would say 2 adults, definitely 2 children could sleep up here. I'm also impressed with the headroom that you have up here. And this RV has about 28 inches of headroom. So that's pretty impressive. Now you'll also notice up here they have a little space built in up front with some open storage area. And this end would be the head of the bed. You have a window here. You've also got a couple of USB ports. So if you're sleeping up here, you can charge your phones or electronic devices overnight. On the other end of the bed is where you would mount your TV. Up in the ceiling, you'll notice that a receptacle and the cable ports are all pre-wired for you, so you can hang your TV. Now, just behind the passenger seat is where this really comfy couch is located. This is a good position because you'll be able to see the TV from here while you're reclining in your RV. And this also jackknifes out into a bed, which it's a little stiff because it's brand new. But this bed ends up being about 66 inches by about 42 inches wide. So, you know, a smaller adult or certainly a kid would be able to sleep on here very, very easily. Right across from the sofa is where the dinette is located, and 4 people could easily sit in this dinette and be very, very comfortable. A couple things to notice here are that you've got these nice big cabinets overhead for plenty of storage. On the underside of the cabinets, there are a couple of lights, but there's also a receptacle and 2 USB ports up there. So if you're working at your dinette table on the computer, you can charge, or you can also charge your phone, tablets, any electronic devices that you have. Too often we see the receptacles located on the dinette booth underneath. Very, very difficult to get to, so at least these are in a very accessible position. I also love this big window over top of the dinette. It does open, so you can get some airflow through here. And then finally, you can drop the table down in here and turn your dinette into a bed as well. Now, if you choose to do that, your dinette would end up being, about 66 inches by about 42 inches wide. So I would say a small adult or a child would be able to sleep here too. So here I am in the kitchen area, and this is a very efficient kitchen. If you consider all 3 of your most important appliances in your kitchen, your fridge, your sink, and your stove and your microwave is all right here. So everything's within arm's reach. Very, very compact and efficient. And I also love the fact that it's in an L shape because it gives you all this extra countertop space, which is just phenomenal. So the first thing I notice in here is that we have a big, giant single bowl round sink with a gooseneck faucet over top. We do have a window here over top of the countertop space. And then finally, we have a 3-burner stove with a real oven located down below. Now, while we're down here, you also get a bank of drawers that fully extend to stow away all your kitchen utensils. And then, of course, there's even more storage under the kitchen sink. Over top of your kitchen countertop, you've got 2 nice big cabinets here. One has a fixed shelf in place, the other's wide open. And then, of course, you have a microwave oven. Now, right across from this side of the kitchen, we have our refrigerator, which is a great size refrigerator, and also a separate freezer, which we definitely love. This is a fantastic size for a larger Class C motorhome like this. And this is also a 12-volt refrigerator, which means it runs on shore power or battery power. So here we are in the owner's bedroom all the way in the back of this RV. And the first thing you want to note about this is that you can get out of bed on both sides, which is always a plus, especially if one of your partners gets up to use the bathroom. Hopefully they won't disturb the other. Now the bed size in here runs about 74 inches by 60 inches, so it would be considered an RV short queen sized bed. Now, when you do walk in here, even though you can walk around both sides of the bed, you do have to note that there's a step up to get up here to walk around the bed. So I don't know how you might feel about that. I feel like I'm really tall in here. And just so you know, the headroom in this RV, while I'm standing on this part, there is 6 feet 2 inches of space, but from the floor in here, there's a full 7 feet to the ceiling. So you know, that may or may not work for you depending on how tall you are. Now, one other thing to note is just next to me here, this is where you would mount your TV. There's a receptacle and cable TV pre-wires overhead, and that's a great spot for your TV because you can lay in bed while you watch TV at night. There's also a wardrobe cabinet on each side of the bed. You can hang your garments up in here, and then there are a couple of drawers underneath that fully extend for even more storage. I also want to note there are a couple of USB ports on each side of the bed, so you can charge your electronic devices overnight. And finally, just above the bed, and there's a big window over the bed as well, but you have these nice storage cabinets up here for all of your clothes. So here I am in the bathroom. Susan's actually standing in the master bedroom and shooting out towards the front of the RV. Now this bathroom is split in half. So the shower's on one side of the hallway and the powder room is on the other, which is a great design because someone can be taking a shower while the other person is brushing their teeth or going to the bathroom or whatever they need to do. Now a really cool feature is they do take the powder room door here, and this will open, and it's got a little magnet so it'll hold the door in place, but this also creates a little privacy from the front half of the RV, and then you have full access of your bathroom here as well. Now I'm standing in the shower currently, and shower in here feels pretty decent. There looks to be a ton of headroom in here. Let's get a good measurement on this. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 feet 10 inches of headroom inside the shower. Very, very impressive. The shower also has a very nice surrounds built in. It's got 3 corner shelves for your shampoo and soap. It also has a retractable shower door. So here I am in the other side of the bathroom, known as maybe the powder room, and in here there's a really big medicine cabinet. Super big door, 3 shelves in here for you to store things. Behind me here is just a mirror on the wall, and then down below that we have a very nice wide vanity top with plenty of countertop space, a receptacle located over top so you can plug in your hair dryer or shaver. This even comes with extra countertop space or a sink cover, so you can make some extra countertop space in here, and then there's additional storage down below the sink. Now I'm sitting on the commode in here. I'm not going to pass the elbow test on that side, but on this side, looking good. This Class C motorhome is the Jayco Redhawk model number 26M. It measures in at 28 feet 8 inches long. It has a big tow capacity of 7,500 pounds, and it can sleep up to 5 people. When you first walk into this motorhome, on the right-hand side, you have the driver's cab and the overcab sleeping area. Then it wraps around into the dinette and kitchen area. Finally, we end up in the bedroom and living area, and behind me here is the bathroom. So here I am in the front of this motorhome, and you'll notice that there's a nice big overcab here with a lot of headroom above it. This is one of the biggest headroom spaces I've ever seen. In fact, I mean, at its tallest point, it's about 36 inches tall. So you would never feel cramped sleeping up here, I'm pretty sure. Now the bed size up here looks to be 54 inches. And the width on it goes all the way across the RV. So it's 8 feet wide. So lots and lots of sleeping space up here. Now, if you go to buy a sheet for your upper bunk, you'd have to special order your sheet. We had to do that in our Class C as well because it's also 80 inches wide. You can't find those at a store anywhere. I forget where you ordered it from, honey. Do you remember? No. It's been a while. I can't remember. But anyway, you just simply fold this piece over and then this becomes a big sleeping area. Now they also have a little bit of storage up front with some cargo netting. So you could tuck some clothes up and in there. Just for a little bit of additional storage. Down below in the driver's cab, one thing I want to point out is that since the dinette here is in a slide out, it clears the driver's chair, so you can pull the driver's chair back as far as you like and it won't run into the dinette, which is a great design. For you drivers that are taller with longer legs, I'm sure you'll really enjoy that feature. So here I am at the dinette, which is right behind the driver's chair, and you could pretty comfortably, I think, get 4 people around this table. The table also does drop down and create another bed in here. There's also a very large window. We have a lot of window glare, so we've got the shade down, but there's a nice big window over top of the dinette. I also want to point out that the dinette in this whole entire side of the RV is one big slide out, so it really does create a lot of floor space inside the RV. Now, if you were to convert the dinette into a bed, you would end up with a space that's about, gosh, 76 inches by about 40 inches wide. So I would say one person, probably an adult, would be able to sleep here very, very comfortably for sure. As we roll across from the dinette, that's where the kitchen area is located. Now, one thing I really like about the kitchen is that they have these really beautiful cabinets. They even have a glaze on them. It gives you a very high quality residential feel to the cabinetry in here. And as you can see, there's just tons and tons of storage space up top. Even over top of the microwave, there's additional storage up here, which is very deep. Your microwave oven is a really good size microwave oven. It's one of the larger ones that I've seen in a Class C RV. And then as we make our way down, we have a 3-burner cooktop here. Then you've got lots and lots of countertop space. You got a tower of power right here, so you can plug in your coffee maker, toaster. You can even recharge your phone devices, things like that. And then you've got a double bowl sink in here with a gooseneck faucet overhead. Down below that, we've got lots of storage space underneath the kitchen sink, and we have a full bank of drawers to hold all of your kitchen utensils. And then finally, we have a real oven in here. So for those of you folks that like to bake things, cookies, pizzas, whatever, you got it made in the shade. So just past the range in the oven is where the refrigerator's located, and they've done a nice job in here too, because they have cabinet panels mounted right onto the front of the refrigerator doors. Very nice touch. And when you open the fridge, you've got plenty of space inside. It's a rather large refrigerator. And then up top, you have a separate freezer area. Now, just past the refrigerator, you have a pantry cabinet with 2 shelves built in here, so plenty of room for all of your kitchen storage needs. Now, as we move past the kitchen area, we're going to move into the living and bedroom area, and they're kind of 2-in-1 in this particular motorhome. First of all, you'll notice you have this nice big mirrored wardrobe cabinet. When you open it up, these shelves and cabinet space are deep. I mean, you've got 34 inches of depth in there, so you have a lot of storage room. You have shelves on the one side, a bar on top so you can hang garments on the other side. You also have a stowable folding ladder in here also. And then down below that, you've got all your drawers for more of your clothes. So as we move further back into this coach, you'll notice that we have a really large TV mounted in here. How big is this thing? Call it a 51 inch screen. That's a pretty big TV inside a Class C RV. And then down below that, you've got a nice fireplace here. You've got some open storage between the TV and the fireplace, and even more storage, which is another huge cabinet above the TV. This is in a great location because it sits directly across from the couch, which also doubles as a Murphy bed. Now, if you're sitting on this couch, which is really very comfy, I have to say, it's very, very firm but comfortable. You can sit here, perfect place for the TV, or when you put your Murphy bed down, we'll go ahead and show you that, but you can lay in bed and watch TV at night and have a fireplace going. Just a really cool setup. So just need to move your cushions out of the way. And then they have a little electronic control here. And just put that down. It'll catch itself. It always worries me a little bit. But you put this down and you have a nice bed setup. Now, one thing I want to point out, a lot of Murphy beds have a fold somewhere in the mattress. This mattress actually is 2, but where they have the fold, if you want to call it that, is all the way up here at the head of the bed. So it's not going to bother you when you're sleeping. You know, it's not like it's at your midsection or, you know, where you're going to feel it while you're sleeping. You put your pillows here, you'll never know this fold exists. You've also got a window above, you've got lights above, and then even more storage overhead as well. On each side of the bed, there's also a little round charging station where you can plug in a USB or a C-style cord to charge your electronic devices. There's also a receptacle on each side of the bed as well. Another really great feature is the additional storage right below the couch. So here I am in the bathroom, standing in the shower like I usually am, and this shower definitely is a little nicer than most that we've seen. Now, first of all, ceiling height in here, as you guys know, I'm 5'11", but there's a good amount of space over my head. In fact, there's 6 feet 9 inches of headroom inside the skylight, inside the shower. Now, most of the time when we look at a shower, The distance from the back wall to where the shower door is usually like 23 inches, but in this case it's 29. So you get an extra 6 inches of width in here, which really makes it feel nice and big and spacious. It comes with a shower wand, which is totally adjustable. You can move it up and down. It's got a little soap holder on here, and then of course some corner shelves for shampoo and additional soaps. Also, it's got a shower curtain, but it's in a track, so it's all controlled and neatly put away, and it's not blowing in on you when you're taking a shower. One final feature in the shower is a little hanging rod. So you could actually hang a towel in here when you're not taking a shower to let it dry, or if you had like a wet bathing suit and it was dripping, you could hang it here and it'll just drip in the shower. Very, very nice touch. You can also remove the bar if you don't want it in here at all. So now Susan's in the shower and I'm in the other part of the bathroom, and this whole bathroom extends the full width of the coach, so it's 8 feet wide. You'll notice here you've got a big, gigantic double medicine cabinet. For those of you that want to see Susan, there she is. And on the other side, here it is. There's one big shelf in here. I really think they could have, I don't know, 2 or 3 shelves in here instead of just 1 and 2. But there's a lot of space in there, that's for sure. Down below that, you've got a vanity sink with a lot of countertop space. There is a receptacle here at the end. Down below that, you've got some storage underneath the sink, and then some open storage next to that. And then finally, you have your linen closet here at the end with plenty of storage and a couple of drawers down below. So here I am on the commode, and this is like a barn style door, and you could swing it closed, but either way, it's not going to pass the elbow test. But the bathroom is so big and roomy, I don't think you would feel cramped in here at all. Now that you've had a chance to see all 3 of these amazing floor plans, let us know in the comments down below which one is your favorite and why. And if you'd like to see even more Class C RVs that are under 30 feet long, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.